A father to his son. This poem is taken from Standard 12, Unit 5, Samacheer Kalvi. Welcome to Poise and Pose. This poem starts with an introduction. Every parent is anxious about the welfare of his or her children. Parents express their anxiety by advising them almost all the time. What kind of advice do you frequently receive from your parents? There's a question for you, right? And there are 3 points given over here. Wash your fingers before eating. Don't stay awake till late night. Who are you talking to over the phone for a long time? Maybe being in this age, studying in 12th standard. Maybe you might be getting the last 2 points as your advice. Staying awake for a long time, late in the night, and talking to your friend, not even noticing the time. So, yes, there are a lot of advice given to a father to his son. Now, let us see what kind of a conversation or what kind of an advice a father wants to give to his son. People talk about love of the mother, but rarely people talk about the love of the father. A father's love is not expressed all the time. He does not express his love. You won't even know that your father loves you. You think about your father as always strict, who keeps advising you, who keeps scolding you, who keeps telling you not to do this, not to do this, not to do that. So, he is always given a negative character in our heart, right? But the love of a father is precious. This poem talks to us about a beautiful advice given to a son by the father. Before we get into the poem, let us see who the poet is. Carl August Sandburg. He was born in the year 1878 on Jan 6th. He was an American poet, historian, novelist, and folklorist. Sandburg was born in Galesburg, Illinois, to parents of Swedish ancestry. From the age of 11, Sandberg worked in various occupations as a barbershop porter, a milk truck driver, a brickyard hand, and a harvester in the Kansas wheat fields. From 1910 to 12, he acted as an organizer for the Social Democratic Party and secretary to the mayor of Milwaukee. Moving to Chicago in 1913, he became an editor of System, a business magazine, and later joined the staff of the Chicago Daily News. He won 3 Pulitzer Prizes, two for his poetry and one for his biography of Abraham Lincoln. He enjoyed unrivaled appeal as a poet in his day, perhaps because the breadth of his experience connected him with so many strands of American life, and at his death in 1967, President Lyndon B. Johnson observed that Carl Sandburg was more than the voice of America, more than the poet of its strength and genius. He was America. Now, I want to give you an information about what this Pulitzer Prize is. We would have learnt about or heard about Nobel Prize and so many other awards, but what is this Pulitzer Prize? Pulitzer Prize is a series of annual prizes awarded by Columbia University, New York City, for outstanding public service and achievement in American journalism, letters, and music. Fellowships are also awarded. The prize is originally endowed with a gift of $500,000 from the newspaper magnate Joseph Pulitzer, are highly esteemed and have been awarded each May since 1917. The awards are made by Columbia University on the recommendation of the Pulitzer Prize Board, composed of judges appointed by the university. The prizes have varied in numbers and category over the years, but currently, 14 prizes in the field of journalism, 6 prizes in letters, and 1 prize in music. Now, the man in the picture is Joseph Pulitzer. This man was the one who started this award in the year 1917, and he wanted to recognize and give away the awards or recognize such people and award them for the work, their achievements that they do in American journalism, their letters, music, and even in photographies. And it was started in the year 1917. This is all about this Pulitzer Award. Now, these are the points you need to remember when you write the summary of the poem. Carl August Sandburg was born in the year 1878 on Jan 6th, and he lived till July 22, 1967. He was an American poet, historian, novelist, editor, and folklorist. He was born in Galesburg, Illinois. His parents are from Swedish ancestry. He won 3 Pulitzer Prizes, 2 for his poem and 1 for the biography of Abraham Lincoln. A father sees his son nearing manhood. What shall he tell the son? Life is hard, be steel, be a rock, and this might stand for him for the storms and serve him for humdrum monotony. A father sees his son nearing manhood. Manhood means the state of being a man rather than a boy. A father is looking at his son who is growing from a small little fellow to a young man. So he wanted to give a piece of advice for his son. He wanted to say that life is hard. So when life is hard, be strong, be steel, be rock. So, like steel and rock, you need to be very strong. So, if you are strong, you can face any kind of storm that comes in your life. And it also serves you for the humdrum monotony. Humdrum monotony means the same old thing which comes again and again, monotonous life, no change at all, feeling very bored. So, at times like that, being strong will serve you. In the second paragraph, he says, and guide him among sudden betrayals and tighten him for slack moments. So, when you are strong enough, you can even cross all the betrayals. There are times when people betray you. You love someone, you trust someone, but suddenly they betray you. So, when you are strong, that strength will guide you through these betrayals. And tighten him for slack moments. Betrayal means breaking someone's trust. Okay, you trust someone and they break your trust, they betray you. So that's called as betrayal. Okay, and tighten him for slack moments. Slack means not busy. When you have nothing to do at all, when life seems to be boring, nothing to be done. So this strength will tighten you through the slack moments. Life is a soft loam. Be gentle, go easy, and this too might serve him. Broods have been gentle where lashes failed. A soft loam, which means good quality soil, that is fertile soil. Yes, life is like a fertile soil, soft, fertile soil. He says that on the soft, fertile soil, you need to be gentle. Don't get frustrated. Go easy. Don't get frustrated at all. In the first stanza, he says, life is hard. Here in the second stanza, he says, life is like a soft loam, a fertile soil. So anything that you put inside the soil, it grows out to be a big tree. It gives you a lot of yield. So, and this too might serve him. Brutes have been gentled where lashes failed. What is brutes? Brutes means being very cruel, violent. Even violent people have become gentle when lashes have failed. And all these lashes of life, when they have failed, even these brute, cruel people have become gentle people. So, life is like a soft loam, a very fertile soil. Be gentle. Take everything in an easy way. Don't get frustrated. The growth of frail flower in a path up has sometimes shattered and split a rock. A tough will counts. So does desire. So does a rich, soft wanting. Without a rich wanting, nothing arrives. Here he says a frail flower. A frail means weak, unhealthy flower. A small flower. Look at the picture. The stem of the flower, the plant is very weak. It is unhealthy. It is weak. But such a weak plant, when it grows on the path, it shatters and splits a rock. Yes, it shatters. Shatters mean broken into small pieces. The rock itself is split into two, and from inside the root grows inside, and from that comes a beautiful frail flower. A tough will counts. Tough will means will, the power to do something. So at tough times your will that counts. So does desire. So desire is your earnest urge to get something. So you need to your desire counts. So does a rich soft wanting. Without rich wanting, nothing arrives. Here, rich soft wanting is the wealth, the money that we earn. Without that, without money, nothing arrives, nothing comes in your life. So, if there is no money, nobody will even respect us, right? So, in the next paragraph, he says, tell him too much money has killed men and left them dead years before burial. The quest of luck beyond a few easy needs has twisted good enough men sometimes into thwarted worms. Quest of luck. Quest means a long search for something. Here the father says, in the previous stanza, he says, you need riches of life because without money, without the wealth, nothing arrives. But in this next stanza, he adds up, even though if you need a lot of money, do not run behind money because too much of money has killed men, and it has also left them dead years before they are buried. Before they are actually dead, they walk like dead people. They do not live their life at all. Even though they are alive, they walk like dead people. Lucre means money. Quest of lucre means searching long, wanting for money, wanting for profit, running behind wealth and riches. When it is too much of run behind money and wealth, you're even the twist, even the good enough men are twisted sometimes into dry thwarted worms. Thwarted means frustrated. Yes, they are thwarted. Nothing at all. They are dry. Worms, like worms, they are dead worms, dead, dry worms. So they do not live their life, they do not enjoy their life. So never run behind money. This is part one of A Father to His Son, written by Carl August Sandburg. The remaining explanation of the poem is given in part 2. Don't forget to watch part 2. Do like, comment, and subscribe to Poise and Pose. Thank you for watching.